episode. I realized
I think
that...
it's the 13th episode, so it might be terrible.
This is the this is bad
Yeah.
luck. Nice.
WikiPod! 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 That was WikiPod!
Ladies and gentlemen, your host of the WikiPod, Guy!
Oh.
Hey, and I'm PJ. Welcome back to the lucky 13th edition of the WikiPod, your Wikipedia podcast, in which your hosts will go through the entirety of the Wikipedia website, one random article at a time. We will explain it so you
Don't
have
to
explain it to yourself. You don't have to think. We'll think for you. Don't worry about it. We're doing the thinking for you, folks. Guy,
Sort
how
of,
you
yeah.
doing?
I'm okay.
Good.
Yeah,
How's life treating you?
it's fine.
Nice. Nothing too crazy going on.
I was supposed to go. I had a therapy appointment today at 4, but I messed up when I read my card, and it's all right. Now it's scheduled for tomorrow, so it's fine. But I mean, nothing really. I had nothing really to talk about.
Yeah, I had no-showed my last therapy appointment, and it got rescheduled, and I actually had it this morning, and it was good. I had a good one.
Okay.
We are pro-therapy over here on the WikiPod.
I mean, I'm pro getting it if you need it.
And
I'm
if
not
you have
sure.
access to it. We don't want to be classist about this kind of situation, because like I feel like there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, just go to therapy. And it's like easier fucking said than done. It's just expensive if you don't have health insurance,
Oh,
or
yeah.
if you don't have the right connections to like the right doctor.
Yeah.
And even then, you could have all the fucking resources in the world, and it could be very fucking difficult to find a good therapist, you know, that works with you, works for you. I was about to turn this into a joke ad for BetterHelp therapy, but
No, they're
fuck
evil.
BetterHelp.
They actually they get more money when they prescribe medications or something like that. I have
Which
no
is something
idea.
I want. How do I get an
Excuse me.
Adderall subscription?
No,
Not subscription. Yeah, actually, I want to subscribe to Adderall. Folks, you can like, share, and subscribe to this podcast, and you can get an Adderall subscription too while you're at it.
I think so.
The 15th subscription gets an Adderall prescription. How about that?
Wait, can we do that?
Yeah, why not? 15 people are not going to subscribe to this podcast. But I
think
regret
25 already
I
are.
regret asking you guy to see the analytics of this. Folks, you got to tell people about this. We're winning. We're doing a great job. I don't want to sound desperate. I don't want to be negative. We're doing a great job.
Well, I don't care.
I was talking to my therapist a lot about how insecure I am and how embarrassed I feel when I kind of like put myself on display, which is something I crave. I crave attention, and then as soon as I get it, I'm humiliated.
PJ, you
Yeah.
ever watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
You remember that episode where it's George's father opens up that he's like selling something out of his garage, and he hires the next door neighbor guy who always dings the bell when he sells it, but his phone wasn't connected to anything because he wasn't selling anything.
I don't remember that episode.
Oh, it's a great episode. I mean, I just butchered the explanation of it,
That's
but
fine.
that's this podcast.
You actually reminded me of for some reason, this sparked a memory. There was a very good punishment. It was a double punishment at the end of a episode of Impractical Jokers. I believe it was Sal and Q had to be put into a stuffy office space with a bunch of space heaters, and they were wearing cheap, tacky 3-piece suits, and they were forced to sell turquoise over the phone. And they weren't allowed to leave the room until they sold turquoise over the phone.
Impractical Jokers. I've only seen 3 episodes, and it's pretty okay.
Big fan. I always see Sal. I'm pretty sure Sal has a podcast, and I always see him doing the rounds on comedy podcasts.
I think the one guy, he was here. He's friends with Guy Fieri, and he went to one of my friend's restaurants.
Is that Murr?
I guess so. I don't know. They were hanging out together at his restaurant, and he was just making jokes, and Guy was just like, "What are you doing?" And like my friend was telling me about it. He said it was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, Guy did just do a Not you, Guy. Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri, yeah.
Fieri.
Fieri? I don't know. He seems pretty cool. I actually don't hate him.
Guy, middle name Fee, last name Eddie. Stupid.
Wait, is that really how it is?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Yep. But yeah, he did a round of stuff down the shore recently, right?
Yeah. Went to a few cool restaurants.
Yeah, we watched the episode of Seed to Sprout because my lover and I, my girlfriend, my lovely girlfriend, and I, we frequent Seed to Sprout. It's fantastic.
Is that in Avon by the Sea?
It's in
yeah,
Avon,
it's right next to Cave, which he also did Cave, which was my friend's restaurant.
Is that the barbecue place?
No, Cave is a gluten-free restaurant.
Boo!
No. Why boo? They're good restaurants.
gluten,
Shout out to
brother.
Cave. Great.
If you have
it's not
celiac-
Cave. It's Cave, but it's spelled Cave, which we call it Cave at work because
Listen,
we can't
if you have a business that caters to people with a gluten intolerance, more power to you. This is merely my own personal opinion, apolitical opinion, mind you. This is a completely arbitrary opinion. I love gluten. I eat that shit all the time. If it wasn't for gluten, I probably would have starved to death a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I love gluten too.
Yeah. But we want to see people succeed, and that was you know what, Guy, you're right. That was very negative of me to automatically jump to booing.
We can't boo small businesses because
I can boo. There's some small businesses that deserve
Yeah,
to
sure.
be booed.
Like you can boo.
Crack dealers are technically a small business.
Are we booing drug dealers?
I'm just giving an example. That's something I would applaud. If you're selling crack, good on you.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, crack is really good. Have you ever done crack?
No, but
I haven't either.
I hear it's whack.
Listen, if people are willing to like go to the lengths that they are going to get crack, it's got to be fucking good. And that's something people don't talk about too often is how
the
good
positives, the positive parts of
like getting high.
drug addiction.
Like getting high feels awesome.
Yeah,
that's why I want Adderall. Because it makes my mind focus, but at the same time, if I take too much of it, I'm high, and it's awesome. I'm just kidding, by the way, folks. I've done my time doing Adderall, but I'm an adult now. You know, I gotta, as they say, I've buckled down. I got a real job. You know, shave my head.
Speaking of a job, I met a fellow member. I didn't meet, but one of my good friends from
If you're going to talk about what my job actually is, please don't.
No, but he is.
Thank you.
He's in the same union as you.
Nice.
And
was it Devin or
no
from last week?
No, my friend Joe. I played softball with him.
Oh,
and
awesome.
I saw him, and he was dropping stuff off, and he was like, "Hey, guy," and I was like, "Joe, oh, cool." I haven't seen him in like 3 years. He started before COVID. He's very happy.
Nice.
With it. Wait a minute.
Nice.
You've talked about what you do for a living many times on this.
No, I've never mentioned specifically. I said I work for the government.
Oh yeah.
I
Well, he
love
works
that.
for the government too.
Fantastic.
And he's like, he was talking to me. And he's like, yeah, I love being in this union because like I have job security.
Yeah, the
People are
CIA
looking-
union. Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for you.
The CIA has got a really good union, and that's what I'm in. I'm a CIA agent.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait.
I have Havana syndrome.
Oh,
Havana couple of beers.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Nothing
but-
out of you. I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah,
nothing
no.
from you today.
I'm
That
like
was
I'm missing
gold.
it. Is it?
I threw that straight down the center.
What is Havana syndrome? Isn't that when the people got like that weird?
And I said Havana couple of beers. Like I'm having a couple of beers.
Oh.
Which once again proves my point that jokes work best when you have to repeat yourself and when you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
explain the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Havana syndrome's it's a lie. It's a bunch of fucking
It was
like
the year when the people like were going crazy.
yeah,
like,
they said it was some kind of like magic headache gun that the communists were shooting at anybody who worked for the State Department.
I actually love that conspiracy theory
I love it too.
because it's mostly harmless. Because it's fake, but
And
it's
it-
like
it's
cool.
complete
It sounds
bullshit.
like it's James Bond movie thing.
It's like
that's what I want to talk. Like that's
it's like
what
these
I want.
pussy ass police officers who cry about getting fentanyl overdoses from touching fentanyl. Listen, if you touched fentanyl and it killed you, there wouldn't be anybody injecting fentanyl directly into their veins on a daily basis.
No, they'd be
it's fucking
slathering
stupid.
themselves over them. Why would they want to? Nobody likes needles.
No, and it's bullshit too because fentanyl powder on its own doesn't get absorbed through the skin. They make fentanyl patches with a
Yeah.
gel that can be transdermal.
It's
but
mostly just to.
people smoke that gel off of the patch to get high faster.
It's mostly, I think that cop thing was to
They're perpetual victims, and they
yes, exactly,
yeah,
to
and
glorify
they're giant babies
their terrible choice in career path.
Yeah, and they need to be like, oh, why people are always picking on us. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Great,
you,
but
you
they
gobble up 90% of like. Anyway, this is an apolitical podcast.
Yeah,
we should probably get
We're
to
not talking about politics.
We're not talking about politics. Ain't talking about love.
But I definitely love talking about
just like
cop
I told
dramas.
you before.
Cop movies, cop dramas.
Hey. Dun, 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 dun.
All right, let's
sing
go.
with me. Hey. Bam, bam, bam.
What's
hey?
What song
Ain't
is it?
Talking About Love by Van Halen, guy. Come on, you're killing
Oh
me.
no, I never heard that song before.
You all right, bro? You're on fire, and things aren't firing today.
No, I just don't know that song.
You don't know "Ain't Talking About Love" by Van Halen?
Never heard it before.
How many EVH amps do you own?
Like 7?
Yeah.
I don't listen to Van Halen. I just
You-
like the sounds they make. Like most of Van Halen is just trite.
Oh, it's garbage.
It's hard to listen to. I mean, I like that song "Jump" because it's like, yeah, jump.
How good is the drum intro for "Hot for Teacher"?
Is that the one that sounds like a car engine?
It's just like,
Yeah,
I don't know what he's
it's
playing.
pretty cool.
There. It's cool.
I think it's like 2 drum beats stacked on top of each other in the same like tempo, but on different time signatures, and that's why it sounds like an engine rolling.
Yeah. You know what else is good when we take 2 things and you stack them on top of each other? Categories.
Oh, categories. Time to we might have a stinger if I.
We
get
might
it
have
done.
a sting for this one. You might have just heard it. Or you might about to hear it just now. I'm not sure, Guy. This is Guy's department.
Yeah, I know. It's like I get the things when I'm feeling like it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's listener. That's what you should do too, because we want to. Part of what I want to do with like art that I produce. This is just me talking. This is PJ talking. Part of what I want to do with the art that I produce, if anything, is inspire people to like get up and do things yourself. But here's the thing, folks. Feel like there's sort of like manosphere type of like Sigma grind set bullshit, like sort of like push yourself to create stuff. Don't, if you have to push it's like taking a dump, people. If you have to push, it's not time to do it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got to just fall out of your butthole into your underwear.
And if you push too hard, you can have a heart attack.
You can have a heart. That's how the king died.
Eddie Guerrero died like that too.
That's who I meant. El Rey.
He's the king?
Yeah, of course he is.
I thought you were talking about Elvis.
LWO, Latino World Order.
Oh, but
Eddie Guerrero.
but-
Elvis also died that way, but he's a fucking piece of shit.
Wait, was he a piece of shit?
Absolutely.
I don't know much
Chuck
about
D
Elvis.
said he was racist.
Chuck D.
Public Enemy.
Bro.
Don't believe the hype. Motherfuck him and John Wayne.
Yo, as of now, still,
Apolitical podcast, though.
Yes, apolitical, but as of now, still just we're on the Diddy alert, and Diddy still hasn't killed himself.
Oh yeah, he's gonna they're gonna either Epstein him or he's gonna Maxwell himself, where he keeps his fucking mouth shut and just lives the rest of his life happily in prison, in federal prison.
Yeah,
He's fucked.
dude.
I haven't read any of the court shit yet, but I've heard it's like everybody. It seems like everybody's kind of making a joke out of it, but apparently it's like not a laughing matter. It's like
Lots
really
of videos
horrifying.
apparently.
I believe it. That's it. I mean, Epstein had a lot of videos too that were saved on CDs, and now those CDs magically don't exist anymore. Isn't
All
that
right,
odd?
categories. Let's go.
Categories. I'm gonna say CIA asset.
Oh, okay.
If this person's if it's gonna be a person, they're gonna be a CIA asset. Guy, go.
That's like hyper specific.
Not really. You'd be surprised how many tentacles fly off that octopus. Tell you what.
Wait a minute. So like, does that cover like alleged? Like
Sure.
so like if we get somebody that is an alleged CIA asset,
If it doesn't mention it in the article, but
Yeah, but
I
we-
determine,
we-
I know I have. Listen, I work for the CIA. I'm in the union, pal. All
yeah,
right.
yeah, I gotcha. But I'm just saying, like, so if we have to read the Wikipedia article to find out that he's or they or whoever it is a CIA asset,
Non-binary CIA asset
doesn't
could exist.
doesn't that defeat the purpose? Because
I'm
like you
pretty
won't be
sure-
able to win the categories.
I'm pretty sure that
we'll have
Kamala
to read it.
Harris's step child is not isn't an MB CIA asset.
All right, so so when the person is, if it's a person, we're gonna read the name, and then if you recognize it, we're just gonna go from your knowledge that it is a CIA agent. To
And I'll be
determine
honest.
if you won. I believe.
I'm holding up 3 fingers right now. Which
if
means
there's anything in the world I know for the fact is that you were going to be honest about this.
Absolutely.
Because it wouldn't like we do not take this podcast lightly.
No, nothing's taken lightly here.
We do it very lazy and half-ass, but not lightly.
But sternly, yeah.
Sternly, yeah, sort of. I don't know.
The half of our ass that you're getting is rock hard.
Yeah, like very tight.
Yep, tight,
hard, and hard.
Yep. Have you ever done steroids, guy?
No, I mean like I've had steroids,
but not not anabolic, like for weightlifting.
Oh no.
How much you benching nowadays?
I don't know. I haven't bench pressed anything, but
ever?
No, not ever. But I'm pretty sure. Like, I mean,
impressive.
I think I can.
You're pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, like I could definitely lift up I probably can like I take a garbage can filled with fish guts and I dump it in my dumpster every day, and that's about. It's like a 55-gallon garbage can filled to the brim with like.
Oh, and you lift it above your chest?
My chest up into the thing there. It's pretty much it's a hold on 1 second.
What's going on? I can't hold. We're recording.
Yeah.
You
don't have to hold.
I'll stretch a little bit. Who's this?
No. Brian, I'm recording a podcast downstairs. The speakers are out front in the front thing. I'm sorry. I gotta do this.
No, I got you. I'll just get in the front porch. I got it.
All right. Cool.
All right,
There's
well,
2 of them. Just make sure whichever one works, bring back. Which one? If they both work, bring one back.
All right, that sounds good. All right.
Brian, say hello to the podcast.
Hi, podcast.
Hi, Brian.
Brian, that's PJ.
Hi.
Hi,
Well,
PJ.
You're technically our second guest on the podcast. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yep, bye.
Anyway. That was a professional maneuver there, guy.
Back to it.
Very
I think
impressed.
I can
Very
lift up
impressed.
probably like 300 or 400 pounds, like straight up,
I believe you. How about leg lift?
like
Leg press.
easily like 1,000 pounds.
Hell yeah. I believe it. You can run. You're very fast.
Oh no, not anymore. I'm very fat.
No, but you're fast.
I'm quick, not fast.
Whatever. What's the diff?
Well, quick is like how fast you move from like to somewhere, and speed is like a straight up like the miles per hour. Like I can
okay.
probably I am probably quicker to
You don't
to
dilly-dally.
grab something.
Yeah, you're
than
not.
somebody, but in a leg race, somebody's gonna beat me.
I got you. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, categories. You
your
picked the CIA asset.
What's yours?
You know, I already had a weather anomaly. Like, you know what? I want a fictional character.
Fictional character.
A fictional character.
What if it's a fictional character who is a CIA asset?
But he doesn't exist, so it's a fictional character.
No, but what if there is a fictional character and the character they are is a CIA asset?
Then we both win.
Then the listener wins. We don't have to read the article.
Yeah,
We'll tell you what the article is and then like put a link in the description. You can go fucking read it yourself. Our job is done here.
Yeah, exactly.
We never considered that. This is the first time. At least this is the first time I've considered that we both guessed the category and neither of us have to read.
All
it.
right.
No, I like that. I like
Okay,
it. I'm
that's
saying
fine.
this is a good thing. This is
Yeah.
a positive thing. We can work with this.
All right.
I doubt it'll ever happen, but let's see.
All right, well,
so this
never
is
happens anyway, but
Yeah, this is an odd episode, so that means it's my turn.
I guess.
It's my time to shine, folks, and I got random ready to click. Guy, are you ready to rock and
Yeah,
roll?
I got my Wikipedia search bar ready.
Absolutely. All right, let's fucking do this. 1, 2, wiki, pod, random. Let's see what we got. Massore.
Oh, Jesus. Spell that.
Okay, Massore. Pronounced Massore. Folks, this is the first time we actually had a difficult to pronounce word as an article to do.
Oh, hell yeah. It's
And it
place.
actually has a phonetic pronunciation next to it. This is fantastic.
Thank God for that.
Yep. Okay, so I'll get it going. Massore is a dispersed settlement in the hills among the left bank of the Idrijka River in the municipality of Idrija in the traditional Inner Carniola region of Slovenia. We're talking about an Eastern European region within Slovenia, folks.
This might be
Massore.
cool.
Yeah.
It's,
Have you ever? What you know about Slovenia, guy?
Nothing at all.
I've been to Slovenia. It's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's hilly, mountainous. I don't know if I was in Massore or not. I really don't remember where I was. This is back. I want to say 2014. beautiful mountains, rivers with this like pristine blue color you wouldn't
God.
believe. It's fabulous.
This is a really tiny little town.
Yep.
This might be
home of First Lady Melania Trump.
This is anyway. Oh, wait, Slovenia is.
Slovenia, yeah, she's from Slovenia.
Not Massore.
No, not Massore.
Massore-
She might be. We might read that in the article. I don't know.
I have no idea, but I'll tell you this: this is definitely a stub. So we're gonna have a pretty.
This is good.
light
We padded
episode.
out a lot at the beginning.
Yeah, well, we
We're
have a
all
lot
about
to
done
go
right now.
through.
We could just blast through this.
Let's
so
go,
they
we-
got a map,
We got a map.
folks. We got a map. Woo!
It's a
Love
tiny
maps.
little town. It's got a location. It's it's showing Slovenia with outlines around all the counties or towns, and then
Not sure if they're counties, towns, they have
or
states?
districts or states. We don't know exactly. They're just like
Provinces.
They're regions in Slovenia that have been like arbitrarily like
Cordoned
lined
off.
around. And Massore
This
is
is
in
an
the middle
apolitical
somewhere.
podcast, but we don't respect borders here. There's a sign driving up to your house. I don't know if it's still there, but I noticed it last time I drove here. That it said it was like a handwritten, it was like a hand painted like cardboard sign that somebody nailed up on a telephone pole, and it
Sounds
said
like Tom's River.
"Secure the border."
The border of what?
I don't know if- They weren't specific, but it's fucking stupid. Anyway,
Well,
isn't
I mean,
is it
we should be securing the border of Tom's River from Bricktown.
Yeah, to keep all the you fucking Tom's River psychos.
Yeah, exactly.
In
There
here.
is a problem in Tom's River. There's a
What
lot
is
of us.
it?
It's the water. It's in the water.
What do you mean? What is it in the water?
It makes people crazy.
What is it in the water? Is it
I
like
don't know.
rum?
Siwagaigi was this like company that used to like dump toxic waste into the drinking water in Tom's River. There's like a whole story about it. I think Danny DeVito is making the movie of it.
Oh, nice. We love Danny DeVito
Oh,
here.
Danny DeVito.
Danny
rules.
DeVito, if you're listening, please come on the pod. We know you're New Jersey's favorite son.
Yeah. One of New Jersey's favorite sons. I mean,
Who's your favorite son of New Jersey?
Bruce Springsteen, obviously.
All right, whatever.
What? You don't like Bruce Springsteen? What is wrong with you?
Ambivalent. I'm ambivalent.
Ambivalent.
He's got great tracks. I'm on fire. Whew. Perfect song.
Atlantic City? Like
Atlantic City's a perfect song. Yeah, it's great.
But you don't like. I mean, I like Danny DeVito. I think Danny DeVito.
I like Danny DeVito more. I got to tell you, Danny DeVito has brought more joy to my life
My
than Bruce
only
Springsteen.
problem with
Yeah.
Danny DeVito is that his best part of his career has been spent in Philadelphia.
Yeah, It's Always Sunny in Philly, which honestly, I think all right, I feel like Philadelphia, and this might be a controversial opinion,
Oh, watch what you're doing.
Philadelphia and New York City have both been stolen from New Jersey. New Jersey has more to do with New York City and Philadelphia than Pennsylvania and New York. What the fuck does Buffalo and New York have to do? Listen, culturally,
100% agree. This is not
Yeah.
a hot, this is the best take
Yeah,
you've ever
thank
had.
you.
Like
it's more New Jersey than it is fucking New York.
Philadelphia and New York are New Jersey's just cities. They're
ours. That's where we
it's-
go to do
we got-
everything.
We got Southwest Jersey City, and then we got Northeast
To
Jersey
our
City.
detriment. Most of the time when bands come through, they hit New York and Philadelphia, and they don't play New Jersey, which they should. It would be great. I love if you're a band and you're not from New York or Philadelphia, you've toured the East Coast and you've come to New Jersey, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. That's awesome. That rocks that you do that. But guess what? Not a big deal if you don't.
Yeah.
Because we can just go to New York. Fuck New York. We can go to
Exactly.
Philadelphia.
Like over the years, I feel like New York is just it's gone down a bunch. Like
You know what it is? It's all the fucking rideshare and food delivery apps, and they just clog up the roadways. So the bridge and tunnel. It used to be bridge and tunnel. Like I'm a bridge and tunnel guy. I very rarely would take the train when I was very young, and me and my friends like didn't have cars. Like, and my brothers would like take me into the city. Like we would take the train. But like once we got our own cars, it was just like fuck the train, fuck
Yeah,
the train,
the train
fuck the
sucks.
subway. I never understood the subway. Call me a fucking suburban little shit all you want. Fuck you. You grew up in fucking Nebraska and you live in New York for what, 5 or 6 years now, and then you're gonna sun me. Go fuck yourself.
I think that
I got a big problem with New York.
I don't like
Big
New York at
problem
all
with
either, and I think
Yeah.
that it's like if you
Also, I'm just kidding. If you're a listener and you're from New York, I love you. Thank
there's
you
a
for
bunch
listening.
from New York that are listening, but
Thank you.
Here-
Thank you for listening.
hear me out here. For
Also,
a
I'm not
second.
being super serious, but a little bit.
I'm being super serious.
If a
I have
band's on tour and they're playing New York and Philadelphia, I'd rather go to Philadelphia.
100%.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is like New York used to be better. Like it did. Hands down, like 15, 20 years ago, it was much better.
So you're saying on 9/11 it was better?
Yeah, I mean, like before 9/11,
We did
it was
9/11
better.
jokes a couple weeks ago. I don't want to keep doing it.
Yeah,
I don't want to
I'm
be
not-
the 9/11 joke podcast.
But I'm not making 9/11 jokes. I'm saying pre
I
9/11.
did, and I'm sorry.
Oh, well, pre 9/11, New York was better than Philadelphia. Post 9/11, Philadelphia is just stepped up their game. First off,
Year after year.
yeah, first off, like Philadelphia has like people have tried to gentrify Philadelphia, and they're doing a horrible job at it, which
They're
is
still
great.
they are attempting.
They are attempting, but like it seems like the rest of the population there are actively fighting it and hating on it,
Yeah.
and I love that. Where in New
great.
York, instead they let it happen, and
Not
then
so much let it happen. That's got a bit of victim blaming, you know? It just happened. It happened a lot quicker.
it happened a lot quicker.
It's not anybody's fault,
but
except
the
for the
people
fucking.
that live there still pretend to be like they pretend to be the people that like were
well, they
there
are.
before.
They are the people that live there.
No, but they live
And
there
they
now.
have
But
to, they have to deal with the gentrification more than us shitheads from New Jersey.
no, like,
They do. They do have to deal with it. The fucking cost of living is atrocious up there. If you're
Yeah,
from
but-
New York City and you have to live there and you're working class, fucking hat goes off to you. You're
there are no working class.
Yeah,
people.
sure there are. How dare you?
Very
You're
few.
You are erasing a whole population of people.
What like 70 people? like I
We should
mean,
go
I'm
up there
so-
and find them. We should go up there and
It's
find
really
them.
hard to do because they don't exist. I mean,
You know what else is really
some of
hard?
them live in Queens.
You know what else is really hard?
What?
The way to read the coordinates for Massore,
Oh,
Slovenia. So we got the coordinates for the location in Slovenia is 46 degrees, 4 feet, 6.39 inches north. I think that's what that means.
That's
13
not what it means,
degrees.
but who cares?
I don't give a flying fuck.
I know. I hate
13
these.
degrees, 58 feet, 14.77 inches east. Country, Slovenia, has a little picture of the Slovenian flag there. Traditional region, Inner Carniola. Statistical region, Gorizia. Municipality, Juija. Take it away, guy.
The area. Oh, I get all the English words. Is great. It's like a weird little table, but it's not really a table. Area total 8.38 kilometers squared or 3.24 miles squared. Very small. Elevation is 827.2 meters or 2,713.9 feet, and the population
It's up in the
as
mountains,
of
yeah.
population as of 2002 is 67.
67. So that's
Yes.
how many working class people there are in all 5 boroughs of Manhattan. right now.
Yeah. Which I think, honestly, 3 square mile. That's probably the size of Manhattan. Manhattan's not very big. We can't look it up.
Manhattan, sure. I don't know how big Manhattan is. And folks, we can't divert away from the article, so we can't even look that up to tell you how big Manhattan is. We just have to go off of guess. I'm going to say it's about 911 square feet.
Yeah, I don't respect Manhattan enough to give it a feet.
I'm
all
trying to think of the
Philadelphia.
coolest shit I did in Manhattan. Because I was going to Manhattan a lot when I was younger because my
That's what I'm
aunt...
saying. Pre 9/11,
Yeah, my aunt-
Manhattan was cool.
Yeah, my aunt lived there and worked in Manhattan, so we would go visit a lot. I remember going to the FAO Schwartz store. That was
Gone.
cool. Yeah, that's gone. And also Tower Records. She taught me.
Gone.
My aunt took me to Tower Records. That was great. I bought a Dead Kennedys VHS and a Black Flag VHS.
Also gone.
When I was a baby punk, getting into punk for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gone. Tower Records was really sick. FAO Schwartz was really cool, especially when I was like baby aged. I've only been to one Broadway play that I've enjoyed. I've been to several. The only one I ever enjoyed was Lion King.
I've never been to any major ones. I've only been to off-Broadway stuff. I think I've seen Shakespeare. I've seen Taming of the Shrew in New York.
Yeah, I'd like to tame your shrew. That's Rodney Dangerfield, Back to School, which is better than any play by Shakespeare.
No.
Yeah.
Not even close.
You don't like Back to School?
I do, but like
It's great. It's so funny.
compared to
Now that's what I call marine biology.
but All right, we're not talking.
You're
about,
trying
we're-
not to laugh
no,
right
we're
now.
Not,
It's
we're
inherently-
not. No, I.
Hey,
I,
what's a bath without bubbles?
I am more
Bubbles, get
just
in here.
shocked that like. No, Shakespeare. is amazing.
Shakespeare can barely fucking speak English.
Oh, anyway. All right. Okay.
You're gonna tell me you can read that shit and understand what the fuck is going on?
I listened to
It's
it
nonsense.
on
It's a bunch of
audiobooks.
nonsense.
It's
Nonsense.
literally my maybe my fifth favorite author of all time,
Who's your first one?
Richard Adams.
Where's J.K. Rowling on there?
10 or 11.
See, I don't like her books. I just respect her as a person and like her personal beliefs.
Wait,
You know,
but have
I
you
find
read,
her very
have you read her
inspiring.
books?
I tried reading the first one when I was a child, which made sense because they're children's,
books, yeah.
And I said, this is too stupid for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
it gets
sorry.
it like
I don't mean to insult you. I know you're a Harry
you're-
Potter
you're-
head, but
you're not insulting me. I'm just saying
you're one of the few not transphobic Harry Potter fans.
yeah. It's a very
Apolitical podcast.
Yeah, it's a very like the story goes though like all the way through. Like there's things seeded in the first book that come up in the second and like on all the way through to the seventh book. But yeah, anyway, J.K. Rowling is pretty cool. As
Mostly her political beliefs. Yeah.
cool writer. Not her political beliefs.
Also a billionaire, which is, I mean, that means she's just worked. She worked hard. She worked hard to earn all that money. You know.
I don't believe that she should be a billionaire, but I do respect that she made some beautiful books that are
That transcend the artist. So what you're saying
Yes.
is, guy, you can separate the art from the artist.
yeah, occasionally, yeah.
For a long time, I had a hard time like deciding whether or not like it was like morally acceptable to separate the art from the artist. And I think the older I'm getting, the more I realize like it's a really immature thing to be like, no, I have to like. If so, like, especially if an artist is like dead and gone, or if it like it's so inconsequential that I consume whatever the artist has created, like, you know, Morrissey comes to mind, and it's just like I just assume that guy's dead now. Like he's such a piece of shit, he's such a reprehensible piece of shit. But
He's not
before,
dead?
no, well, yeah, he is dead.
Oh, okay. I thought it
folks,
was
you
dead.
heard it here first on the WikiPod. Morrissey is dead.
I mean,
so you can go back and you can purchase all those Smith CDs that you wanted to buy for a long time, but you didn't want to support some weird fascist, racist piece of shit with a
I'd
stupid
say
haircut.
R.I.P., but I didn't like him when he was alive. So
Dude, the Smiths meant so much to me when I was in high school. As a sad little guy, as a sad little guy running around wearing dark clothes, it was important to me. Very important.
Okay.
But then come to find out years later, he doesn't like people who aren't white. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like
Yeah, weird, right?
it sounds insane to me, but
Yeah. Anyway, this is an apolitical podcast, folks, and we are going to get on to finishing up this article.
I'm gonna blast through these references because this is definitely a stub, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, we're happy about
We
this.
got references. Number 1, Statistical Office of the Republic of Slovenia. Number 2, Idrija municipal site.
Nice. And lastly, we've got external links. Massore on Geopedia. What's Geopedia?
Oh my
guy?
God! It's the new Wikipedia for geo.
Oh,
They're-
for geology.
No, for geography.
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 Geography. This article about the municipality of Idrija in Slovenia is a stub. You can help Wikipedia by expanding it. We will not.
We are not expanding this.
Not
We
expanding
don't-
shit.
Wait,
That's not my job.
this article was about Idra. I thought it was about
No, it's about Massore.
Missouri. Wow, I feel like that's Anyway, that's definitely a typo.
doesn't
Last
fucking
edited
matter.
1 month ago by Tom Redding. Thanks, Tom, for doing a shit job.
How'd you read the rest of that? I got an ellipses after read.
Oh, mine says Redding.
Oh, nice. Well, it's probably because your phone's bigger than mine.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer a smaller phone.
All right, we got related articles. Idra, municipality Idra, disambiguous.
Well, you're skipping a lot of words here, guy.
Yeah, I know.
Idrija, town in Slovene, literal in Slovenia,
articles we will
municipality of
never
Idrija,
read.
municipality of Slovenia. Idrija, disambiguation, topics referred to by the same term. Wikipedia, content available under CC BYSA 4.0 unless otherwise noted. Terms of use, private policy, desktop. We are not reading this shit off a desktop. We're reading it off of our phones. Guy,
Yeah.
you are an iPhone user.
Wait, no, I'm a phone user.
You don't use an iPhone?
No, it's an iPhone, but I thought we weren't telling people what kind because we don't want to give Apple any extra publicity.
Whatever.
Even
It's
though
one of
like
those
25 people only
It's
listen
one
to
of
this.
those things. I'm generally just pointing out a fact. Fact of life is we both have iPhones.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I brought this up because mine has been pissing me the fuck off for a long time. The SIM card was slowly dying on it, and the internet was not helping me out with what the issue was. I had to wait a couple days for a free SIM card to be replaced, sent to my house. I had to intercept the UPS driver. It was a whole ordeal. And then once I put the SIM card in, the SIM card was saying like, "Oh, it's gonna take us some time for us to like." You remember this? I was sending you test text.
Yeah, I
messages.
remember.
It was so annoying.
I
It was
think,
so fucking annoying, and I wound up being after screaming at never scream at a live customer service representative over the phone. If you get a robot, scream at the robot.
I don't.
It's very satisfying.
Like I don't deal with customer service people unless they're
You are
like
a customer service person.
no, yeah, but I'm not on like a phone, and I don't deal with
Sure
like
you are. You talk on the phone all the time, taking orders and stuff.
yeah, but it's not like that's not customer.
You don't
that-
do technical support.
Yeah, I don't do technical support, and I don't usually yell at people. I yell at bankers.
Yeah.
And then I love when I get a solicitor phone call, like somebody trying to sell me something. I love telling them that whoever they're looking for is dead.
Yeah.
Because and then crying like pretend crying on the phone.
That's so good.
Because like if you didn't know this, like most of the time these people, if they're not scammers, they can't like hang up the phone, and like you might think that like you're ruining their day by spending extra time on
They
that.
don't care.
They
I
it's
promise
not
you
even that they don't care. They're happy that they don't have to make more because they're like believe it or not, these people that are soliciting you over the phone, like cold calling you,
they don't give a shit.
They hate their lives more than you hate their phone.
Yeah,
calls.
they don't give it. If like they get somebody who's yelling at them, just be like, "You fucking piece of shit! You're wasting
you
get
should
off
just
my
talk
fucking
to
phone."
them.
They don't care. That
Just
part
talk-
of their brain that feels bad has been turned off.
You just talk to them, ask them how their day is, be like, like I'm sorry that you have to do this, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I'm the person that you got because
It's
you're not
called-
going to get any money from me. You're not going to do anything, and I don't think they get paid by the. Well, anyway,
Do they get a commission?
I doubt it. I mean,
have
they
no
sound
idea.
like they're like they. I feel like it's just modern day slavery out there.
Oh, it totally is.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, in capitalism, all wages are slave wages.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, because you can't escape it. You have to work. You can't. It's a political podcast.
Yeah.
I don't even want to fucking talk
I'm,
about it.
I'm-
I'm running out of gas, and we are at 37 minutes, folks. That sounds like a
For a
good
stub.
time for a stub. That was a good one. And thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed. My name's PJ.
A guy.
Thanks for listening to the WikiPod. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.